Okay, the last thing I'd like to show you is how you can manipulate clips inside of the canvas window in order to resize them, move them, or even in some cases crop them or distort them. So take a look. First I'm going to start just by grabbing Bloomies, and I'm going to drag Bloomies down. And you'll notice that when it plays full screen. Okay, I can't see anything underneath it. I'm going to go ahead and select it though, and you're going to notice that since I have image and wireframe on, I'm going to go ahead and grab this, and if you look closely at the corners, there's these little white handles that I can grab and resize. And look how I can grab and resize this just so that it's smaller, right, than the rest of the window. If I wanted to, just by scale alone, I could take up to 4 copies of different clips, okay, and bring them down and layer them so that they were stacked one on top of the other, okay? And notice how now when I put my playhead over it, again, Jeremy Solos now is on top. I'm going to go ahead and shrink this down so you can really see me grab that handle, okay? Here we go. And now I could reposition these two guys during their timing so that they could fade on and off, right, just by positioning all at the same time. And if I'm just going to turn the music off so you don't hear him talk, but see how he's still talking and they're now dancing over the top of him. And here I go, I've just layered 3 different clips of video. I can not only scale them down here, but I can also rotate them if I want. Notice when I get over the corner, there's a little wheel that shows up over the clip when I click on it, and that'll rotate them, okay? Of course, each of these could have filters. Each of these could be moving and sliding in if I went and changed the motion properties of each of these. I can also do what's called cropping them, okay? Notice the crop tool down over here. If I select that, it's just actually C on the keyboard. I can grab these points and slide them in. So part of the video is missing, okay? And part of it's there, horizontal and so forth, okay? So cropping is really nice. I can even animate that over time. All these properties, if I were to double click it, okay, are in the motion tab over here. Remember we looked at motion, here's cropping, right? See how that's been changed? As I'm changing it over here, the values are changing over there. You might notice that. As I move the slider, that crop right and left goes, okay? Let me move that back. The last one I'll show you is really cool, is the distort tool. Sometimes I can just grab an edge like this and stretch it out. See that? If you're ever going for kind of a unique look on something, or you want it to just distort out of the frame, you can do that very easily just by grabbing that clip, and you can flash it out like that. These two, if you were to look at the distort properties, are keyframeable and things that you can actually change over time. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is, let me go ahead and hit this red X. Actually, this is a good thing to know, and I didn't show this on the other one. The red X resets all of the keyframes. So if I reset that, all the distortion is gone, right? If I go back over here to basic motion, if I reset this, the change in size is going to be gone as well. Okay, so I'm not going to reset that. But if you would, go ahead and try and stack a couple layers of video on top of each other and scale the ones down on the top of it so you can see what's underneath. Like in this case, I can see 3 layers of video. 1, 2, 3. That's scale, scale, cropping, and distorting. Go ahead and play around with that.